I am from a beautiful little small town in New Jersey named Riverside, New Jersey. It's historical, has a lot of history, as do a lot of towns in New Jersey. It's at the Delaware River, but more importantly, it's on the Rancocas Creek or Creek, whatever people prefer to hear, which was a Native American named body of water that was a tributary to the Delaware River. My grandmother married my grandfather in 1899. He had to have come to Riverside at some point in time from Newark with his family to establish his roots there. I'm not quite sure how they met, but I do know that they ended up at the same church, St. Stephen's Episcopal Church, where they were married, where my mother and her sister were christened and grew up. You must remember that I was born in 33. In 39, the war started that involved my remembering in Germany. So there was 39, 40, 41 was Pearl Harbor, 42, 43, 44, 45. Constant news in the movies, and more movies about the war, about the soldiers, but about the nurses. And in 43, I suppose, in these matinees, two always stuck out in my mind that always moved me to where I ended up. Was one about nurses in the Philippine Islands. It was called So Proudly We Hailed. But in 1950, after I graduated from high school, I was off to Pennsylvania. I left New Jersey and went to Abington Hospital, where I spent 3 years as a student nurse, loving every day of it. Some girls didn't stay. Some girls didn't find it as beautiful as they maybe had dreamed it would be. I never did anything else. That was all I ever did for 60 years, basically. I'm an only child, with an only child, with an only child. So we find our families outside of our families, aside from being in our families. I make my families mostly outside of my family because it's bigger. And I don't mind the bigness of it because I find the people so interesting. I don't care who they are, where they come from, what their color is. I find the stories about them fascinating.